Do you feel, at least on some level, gratification with online content, online participation, with video streaming, whether it's something put together by a company or something that you do or do with a friend? Do you think that that is important during this time when we cannot sing for live audiences in the
Yes,
theater?
I think it's very important to, for even for our own mental health, to be able to share all that we have and we create, because as artists you're so used to creating and having an outlet for all of that energy and for all of that emotions, that it 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 bottles up, and it has to come out, and it has to be shared, which is very important, and it has to be given. You're so gifted by having this opportunity of touching people, that it becomes a part of you, and you have to do it, and you have to find a way of doing it, however it is.
And do you think that after we have a vaccine and therapeutics in place and we can go to the theater and experience live performance, do you think it'll still be important to have an online presence?
I think it's going to be more important now, because now we have been forced to do it. I feel like we've been out of that circle for many years, and now it's going to be it's going to be essential that it's part of it, that it comes together. Online content and the performances live. It's going to, and I think there has been an opportunity to build that up during this pandemic, that when we go back, there's going to be so much more opportunities.
I agree with you, Mario, and it's nice to hear you say that. I think it's important for our viewers and our listeners to know what someone of your generation is thinking. It's different than my generation. It's different than the children coming up now that are still in school, that haven't discovered yet what they want to do, to have all of our perspectives. And I think we agree that we are in many ways in a digital world. And it's important to continue to connect and create with each other this way, in addition to in person.
Yes. And I think,
Mario, tell me.
Perdón.
No,
it's very important because it shares the light of us not only being on stage with our characters. I think they as well, not me, but you know, there's certain singers that are so characterized with certain characters, either Otello or Alfredo or Rodolfo, but to be able to go into their lives and really see who they are as people and their passions and their whatever else they do, I think it's really beautiful. It adds to the dimension of whatever they're doing, because at the end of the day, we're just people, and yes. I started singing because I listened to the Three Tenors, to Plácido, to Pavarotti, and I literally was going through my dad's stuff. My dad passed away when I was very young.
I'm sorry.
I was 5, so I always like to go through his things, like many things that I owe and that I do use every day were his. So it's a way to connect. So I listened to the CD, and I went to school the next day, and playing around as I still very much do in life, I said, I heard someone that sings like this. And I sang a high note, and it came out. I have no clue how, but it just did. And that's how it started.
So then you connect that Three Tenors also with Jose Carreras. You connect that with your father.
Yes, I mean, it's remarkable that a memory or even a CD, maybe he didn't even listen to that CD, but he just he sings, and it changed my life forever.
Oh my goodness. So not only literally, I would say, does his blood course through your veins, you carry him inside of you, and whatever he taught you up until that point you have with you, but then the legacy that he left for you to find.
Yes.
has shaped the direction that you chose in life.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful. And it reminds us of how important our loved ones are. Even when they've left this plane, they don't leave us completely ever.
Yes, it's incredible. Because obviously the talent comes from my mother's side. My grandfather sang beautifully. He's from the north of Spain, and all of his cousins and all of his family sing beautifully. But he came as an immigrant to Mexico to build his life and his family. But so it connects there, my mother's side of the family, with this thing that I discovered, and so it just became this thing that became my life.
That's beautiful. That's very moving, Mario. Would you say that that's when you discovered music as something that filled you, and that was the deciding moment, or had you been around music before?
Never.
Wow.
Like, I mean, everyone wants to be Luis Miguel here in Mexico. Let's be honest.
I mean, chapeau bas. I take my hat off to Luis Miguel. I really enjoy
He's
that.
Puerto Rican, so
Sí, en parte sí.
so it's, as a kid, you want to call attention to yourself and you try to, but it was never. I wanted to work in the fields. I wanted to do what my grandfather had did, which was work with cattle and cows, and that's what pretty much everyone does here, and everyone of my family from Spain who came to Mexico, that's what they did, and that's what I saw, and that's what I loved, and that's what I wanted to do. But immediately when I knew I could sing and I knew I could do it at least well, and I could be successful at it, nothing else could replace it.
And could compare, right?
No.
We know that this is like any, I always say this because some people say a career in the arts is so difficult. If you can do anything else, do something else. And I would say those of us that go into it feel that there's nothing else we would like to do. But also we have to keep in mind, yes, it's competitive, just like any other specialized field. Yes. If you look at any other specialized concentration, it's also going to be competitive and you have to be at the top of your game. That's okay. Yeah. Right? And then when you know that you don't want to do anything else, you have to go for it. That's amazing. Yeah.
You cannot live with the what if. I think it's terrible.
You don't have regrets. You want to go for it 110%. Yeah. Bravo. So I know that post-vaccine and post-therapeutics, you're going to be back there taking the world by storm, Mario.
I never got to work with you in the opera house. I always just saw you. So finally I get to do a project with you at Lyric. So that means a lot. And with all of my Latin colleagues, mm-hmm. it means a lot. It's very special. It's very beautiful. And to share all of us that Latin flame that burns inside of us and we always want to share, it's very beautiful that we all bring it together.
That's beautiful.